Curling Alberta's 50-50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $100,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
Imagine being able to stream every curling game from every sheet from any event, be it your Wednesday league game, bonspiel, or corporate event. Curling Stadium offers an all-inclusive streaming solution featuring high-quality cameras, ease of use, great reliability, and minimal installation. Offering your sponsors customizable ad space on your streamed curling games and being able to sell video packages to your corporate events for increased revenue. With Curling Stadium, you can stream to any device, be it your mobile phone, tablet, or computer. Push the feed to your desired platform, be it Facebook, YouTube, or any other social media. Curling Stadium is simply the way forward. Where it's commonplace in other sports to televise every game, we want to do the same. Curling is a global sport, and it's time it gets the coverage it needs. Make your curling club the next Curling Stadium.
What you got? You got one, you got two, you got...
Just one more, please.
You make moments like these possible.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
Curling Alberta's 50-50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $100,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.
Hello, welcome to draw number 3 here at the Ledoux Curling Club. My name is Raven Vanstone, and I'm here with Noah Mason Wood, and we are here for Team Yurko versus Team McGriskin. So Noah, how would you ideally like to start a game? You know, provincial draw number 3. You know, whether you're like Team Yurko where you're 2-0 entering draw number 3, or your Team McGriskin 0-2. How would you kind of like to either change your fortunes or keep the fortunes going?
Well, I mean, if you're Team Yurko, you kind of just want to keep riding this upward train, right? You don't want to take your foot off the gas pedal. So I think you want to go hard the first end. And I think if you're Team McGriskin, you want to kind of ease into this game. They're both very strong teams, and you just need to kind of get the first. It's looking like it's going to be a blank end, this first end here, if everything stays true. So if you're Team McGriskin, that's good for you, right? Get an end under your belt in this game, and then you can kind of gain your confidence a little, and get it more into the game.
So we have the second rock here for Team Yurko and Kendra Koch, who is from Calgary. She's been curling for 8 years, and she was our gold medalist at the 2024 Alberta Winter Games and U18 Provincials. Here it comes entering the house.
It's good, very good draw. It's good to get your draw weight down super early in the game, because in the later ends, that's real important.
100%. Now we have our second rock here for Jordan Mumstead. They are all from the Grand Prairie Curling Club. She is very competitive and has great academic excellence there, coached by Rob Maximus, who is a level 2 coach and a very accomplished player in his own right here. And here we go.
It's going to be a nice hit and roll. Good roll away there. It's good. You kind of want to move where the rock is going to be around the house. So they have to throw different paths to start off the game. And that's what Team McGriskin is trying to do here.
And we have Abby from Team Yurko with her first rock here. You know, early on, I like to see that Team Yurko they're laughing, they're having fun. I think it's important to, in a provincial, still have fun, still enjoy your sport, your curling, right? I think that's important. You can very much see Team McGriskin is focused on changing the tides per se, right? And I think that's important, is always to stay focused or stay loose, right?
Well, curling it's a fun sport. You know, that's really the whole point of being at provincials, is to go and have fun.
Exactly. We have our first rock here for Livy Maximus. The sweepers are sweeping, and
just a hit and roll out there for Livy.
Pretty simple shot. Second rock here for Abby.
It's looking like it's going to be a blank end so far. A lot of good shot making.
So we wait for Abby to throw. Noah, why don't you give our viewers here a little bit of insight onto your curling background? And I know you were telling me you were even at these provincials last year.
Yes, I was. I don't like to toot my own horn very much, but my team won these provincials last year. Took us to nationals, where we came 5th place. We lost to Team Newfoundland in the quarterfinal. So next time I go, I'm going to try to beat them.
That's going
to be my goal.
Represent Alberta well.
So, no, it's really good. It's really a special feeling to go to nationals, for sure. Especially if first time. And I think this is kind of a new field here in U18. You have Team Lushak on the men's and Team Gifford on the women's, who both went to nationals last year.
And now they're coming back as defending
champs. But other than that, it's very open for any team to go. So,
I think that's what we all like to see. Is we like to see a sport thrive, when there's competition. Right?
For sure.
We want to see good games through every draw, right? That's what people are here to see. Next shot.
Nice. See, look at this. Their hit and rolls are very precise right now, which is really good. You want to have that for when you hit and roll under a guard later on in the game. So this McGriskin's definitely doing good right now.
First rock here for Reese Morrison of Team Yurko. She is from Airdrie, and this is her 7th year curling. She is also a competitive softball player in the curling off season. Another hit and roll.
Simple hit and roll out there. That's a good shot still.
We're going to have our first rock here for Kaylee Sparks, a multi-talented athlete who also excels in rugby. And a fun little fact here about Kaylee, she is an award-winning trumpet musician.
Oh. Award-winning?
Award-winning.
Wow.
So not only is she a great rugby and curling player, also a very talented trumpeter, as I believe they are called.
Very talented in general. Well, that's the thing. A lot of players are multi-sport athletes now, for sure.
So now, what do you play? What are your other sports other than curling?
I played a bit of football actually, and I also played flag football. I actually went to flag football nationals as well last year too. We came 6th place. Actually, it was really good. Yeah, out of 7 teams. So
there we go.
It was. Well, we actually, but it's funny though because we beat Newfoundland.
Well, there
so
you
like
go.
we went 1-6, but we
the one win was Newfoundland.
That's all that matters to me. So, and I also play basketball too. Not just kind of for fun.
Next rock here for Reese.
And Magurskin's making these hits not easy for him out in the corner, just biting the house. This is not an easy hit. And she just gets it there.
Just gets it. There we go. All right, last rock here for Kaylee before the skip stones here in the first end.
I really like Magurskin's jackets actually.
Yep, no, I'm liking they got a lot of teams here got some very nice jackets here.
For sure. The Northern Lights are very nice. You see that actually on Team Yukon. They have that on their jackets as well. Last year they did. I don't know about anymore, but no, it's a good style. I like jackets where you have like some sort of natural phenomenon.
100%.
You know, it's like Northern Lights. Team Shannon has lightning on their jackets, which is really cool as well. So this could be a good opportunity for Yurko. Oh, they're just gonna go to the center here. Could draw around that corner guard if you wanted to. But I think Yurko just wants a good blank out of this end.
So we have Elena Yurko, grade 12 student from Okotoks, who's been curling for the last 12 years at the Okotoks Curling Club, and this is actually her second year where her team has qualified for the U18 Provincials. And they're actually currently second place on the U18 Alberta Curling Tour. So they're coming in here as our number 2 seed here at the U18 Provincials.
Yeah, the number 2 ranked team here, so... This is just going to draw the top 4 foot.
Sweepers aren't sweeping, they're just walking it in.
Looks a little heavy for their liking. Nope, right on the pin.
Right there.
I think Elena has her draw weight down.
Yep.
I would say.
Now we have Sibyllin Magriskin, who is throwing her first stones of the game, and she's actually made a significant impact in curling, earning a double gold at the 2024 Arctic Winter Games, placing 4th in last year's Alberta U18 Provincials and winning the 2023 Palmieri Peace Curling Tour Championships. So very talented in her own right. That's, every curler in these provincials deserves to be here for sure. So
100%. She makes a nice hit and roll here. Things could be looking not so good for Yurko. She rolls under that guard. It's very tough, but I mean they've been making their rolls all in, so I wouldn't put past them for sure.
Here we go. Livy sweeping it.
Just gets it with the rollout.
All right, if you're Team Yurko here, Noah, what would your play be just to,
Exactly what they're doing.
Yep. There we go.
You want to draw around that corner guard, make it as tough as possible for Magurskin to get this blank. You make the draw perfect. It could be a force, for sure, even a steal. So you really want to At least make it as hard as you can for your opponent.
And we do have, they are also Team Miracles coached by Glenn Ector, so, and he brings a lot of experience even coaching the U20 mixed doubles provincial champions last year, so they're both coached by very talented coaches as well, so. Swoopers are getting involved here.
Yeah. Looks like a really close shot, as long as the weight's there. The line's real good. You gotta curl a little. Very nicely done there. It's that's pretty good. Not an easy blank now. For sure, you have to flirt with the guard for sure. So you definitely don't want.
And now we got our discussion happening here. So.
It looks like they're just electing to draw here.
All right, here we go.
I think they're just drawing in. Pretty sure that's what they're doing. I don't think they're throwing it through.
Last stone here in the first end. Here at draw 3 of the Curling Alberta U18 Optimist Championships.
You could play the hit here, but I mean, it's whatever your skip is feeling.
Yep.
Sometimes getting on the board is just always a good thing to do as well. Even if you just take your one, there's nothing wrong with that. So I think that's what they're doing here. Looks very, very close. Nice draw there for her one.
Well, there we go. So Team McGriskin gets 1 in the first end to lead 1-0 going into the second end.
Did that one curl quite a bit though?
Yep.
There's lots of curl here, which is good. That's what you want, right? Good ice makers for sure.
You can also, if you feel like it, come down and watch some great curling here at the Leduc Curling Club. We hope you guys can come out at some point during the weekend, see some provincial champions crowned as well, and see who gets to represent Alberta at the Nationals. So. As a reminder, we are streaming all sheets through Curling Stadium, and all games are available to watch on the Curling Stadium Leduc and Curling Zone and Curling Alberta YouTube channel. So every game, every sheet will be streamed. So just find your favorite team's game and check it out by searching for their team name here. So
handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's ice pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best broom in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
Curling Alberta's 50-50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $100,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.
And we are back for the second end here between Yurko and McGriskin, and one had McGriskin taking 1 point, so they do lead 1-0 here. So So in end 2 here, you're joined by Raymond Vanstone and Noah Mason Wood. Jordan Bumstead for McGriskin throwing her first rocks here, or her second rock here in the second end here.
Looks like both the first stones are out of the house now, so just trying to get this one over here. It's a good usable guard. I think now that Team McGriskin kind of has a point on the board. They know the ice. They're going to try to go a little more aggressive this end. And Team Yurko as well. You want to score with hammer for sure.
100%. So
hammer and even. So
Kendra with her second shot of the second end here.
Coming in nice. Boy, it really curls there, hey? But that's what you want in a provincial. Nice shot there by Kendra.
McGriskin already knows the shot they're throwing. I saw her throw up a little signal there with her hand just to say that here's our shot. Let's not debate it. Let's get right into it, right? So
just a hack weight hit. Chase around the guard here.
So first the rocks here for Livy.
Really got to sweep it here. Very nice shot there by Livy. Good chase around the guard.
First rocks here for Abby from Team Yurko.
I think they're just trying to hit and roll around this guard here. Rolled a little too far, but still a nice shot.
I know we talked about this in the first end, but the communication between these two teams just seems to very much be on par. There's no very much debating or arguing. They know what they're there to do and listen to the skip, and I think communication's key here.
Oh, for sure. One of the most important parts of curling, for sure, is communication.
Livy with her next rock here.
Good throw, just nice hit on the nose. Yurko's gonna try to roll back.
Second rock here for Abby, who has been curling for 10 years out of the Saville and Crestwood curling clubs here in Edmonton, so kind of a local provincial for her as well here too.
This one's looking like it's gonna roll out. Give McGriskin a chance to make a good draw around this guard, hopefully.
So first rocks here in the second end for Kaylee.
It's looking like real good weight here. She's got a curl in nice. Very nice shot.
There we go.
By Kaylee. Perfectly around the guard. Yurko's going to have to play a freeze now for sure. So Raymond, what got you into the sport of curling?
You know, I've had currently I'm actually Curling Alberta's marketing coordinator. So a lot of their social media stuff is done by me there. You know, Tyler Tardy from Team Cooey also helps me out on some of that as well. But a little bit of that, and then at Alberta Rocks I taught PE as well. So that was a little bit of fun. And a lot of these kids in these provincials, I taught PE at Alberta Rocks. So it's pretty fun to see that. And then, you know, learning more and more about the sport every day. I know played in one Bonspiel in my career, so we did not win a single game. So quick retirement from the sport. But you know, a little bit of fun fact: my grandma worked with Mark Kennedy's mom, so I have a signed Mark Kennedy picture from his first Brier win. So that's a pretty cool throwback. So
yeah, that is very nice.
You know, there's no sport like curling. You know, you come into it and all these memories keep popping up, and you just keep making new ones, right? That's the best thing about this sport is the community, right? So
for sure.
Next rock's here for Kaylee.
Trying to sink another one here. I mean, she has her draw weight down based on the first one, so. Sweepers are sweeping it. Very nice shot there.
Yeah, well, Team Agriskin's on their game today, that's for sure.
100%. Oh, just I think Jordan touched the yellow on the tee line with her broom. She was sweeping there, so just a little kick it back. No issue at all.
Next rock's here for Reese.
She's throwing a run back, and might I tell you, run backs are very hard. I don't make very much of them, so.
As an avid viewer of Tyler Tardy's 10x10 challenge, you know.
Yeah.
You can see how tough the run backs can be. So.
They're not easy. Just a nice double peel though. Move some rocks. Opens everything up for Reese Morrison. Still a good shot.
Yeah. I think we're entering our skip stones here in the second end. So just a quick while Team Agriskin talking about their next shot, a little standings check for you on the girls' side. We have Team De Schifford and Team Yurko and Team Cooey all at 2-0. Team White and Team DeSormo are at 1-1. Team McMillan, Team Roa, and Team Agriskin are at 0-2 on the ladies' side to start provincials. But, you know, it's only day one, so that can turn around right away. And on our boys' side, we have Team Halushak and Team Clark 2-0. Team Schodenhart, Badchek, Miller, Henning are 1-1, and Hofstra and Duncan are 0-2. But, you know, speak from your experience here, Noah. Like that first day, I guess things can go your way, things can't go your way, but then the second day it almost just flips on a dime, right?
Yeah, for sure. You just got to put the first day behind you. If it's not your day, then it's not your day, and you just go back. You win both your games. You're 2-2, right? You're back at 500, so that's a good place to be.
Exactly. So I know back in my days of playing baseball, even boxing, you have one round off and you lose that one, you just go back and win the next one, right?
Yeah.
So you just gotta, keep the vibes high if you're, roll 2-0 like Team Yurko here, or if you're Team Agriskin, just, don't worry about it, move on. Day one was day one, make day two even better, right?
Well, they're showing out right now.
Yep.
I mean, I think they're going in here, but a guard is totally acceptable as well.
Definitely going in here. Let's see where the rock ends up.
Just gonna roll a hair. Still a very good shot. I don't really see Yurko's gonna have to make a double here on her first. A good shot by Magriskin, but you could have elected to throw the guard.
Yep.
Actually, because then Yurko's forced to either peel, run back, or draw. And then that way you still have your two in the house. But now if she makes a double, you only have one in the house. It's, so we'll see what she does here. Because you want to keep the pressure on.
Exactly, right? You never, that's one thing I think, regardless of any sport, me playing baseball and boxing were my two big ones. You always want to keep the pressure on if you can, whether you're down one like Yuriko is here, or even you're up, you want to keep the pressure on because you never know when momentum can change in a game.
Exactly.
Right? So Elena Yuriko with her first rock here in the second end.
Potential triple here, I think. I'm not sure. Depends. You can't tell how far the rocks are lined up, but looks like a nice double there. Gotta sweep that. There you go.
There you go.
Good double by Elena.
So Sibian McGriskin with her last rock here in the second end. What do you think they would do, and what would you do in the situation?
I think you have to hit. By electing to draw, I think they wanted to force in this end, which is a great call. So if you hit, it's pretty much automatically a force. And I think you want to try to. There's a few places you could roll. So there's a decent amount of room for error on this shot. If you're a little wide, you can roll away. A little tight, you can roll in. Nose is good too. So just get rid of that rock pretty much.
And here she goes. Last rock for her here in the second end.
Right through the hole there.
Now Team Yuriko here, I think, what would you do? Just simple
last rock, play the hit there.
Yep.
For your deuce for sure. Yuriko's definitely happy getting out of this end for sure.
And you want to make sure you can capitalize, right? You don't want to.
Yeah, for sure. If you roll out, the momentum is still in McGirskin's favor. For sure. So you want to just hit this right on the nose. Hit and stay pretty much.
So here we go. Last rock here in the second end. Elena Yuriko about to throw.
Looks like she's got it.
Let's see if it can stay.
Barely. Oh man, these rocks are lively. Wow. I thought that was staying all day. So good 1 point for Team Yuriko.
So that ties it up here, 1-1 in the second end here. So we got a good game on our hands for sure here.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
And we are back here for the third end here between McGriskin and Yurko. Last that ended with Yurko getting a 1 here, so all tied up going at number 3 here.
It's a very close game, 1-1. They're taking a look. That one just slipped in a little too deep there. I think Yurko was just trying for the guard, but still not a bad shot.
First rocks here for Team McGriskin here in the third end, and Jordan with her first rock here.
Really carving this one over. These rocks are quite lively, actually, because you hit it just half a rock, you roll it out.
Yep.
So
those are just the little adjustments you have to make, right?
yeah,
So
throw a little less weight,
yeah,
so you can make those hit rolls.
So Kendra with her second shot here of the third end.
I think they're trying for the guard again this time. Threw a little bit less weight. Sweeper's got to sweep it.
Looks like they got their wish there, so Jordan's going to be throwing her second rock here, so
I feel like they're going for a corner guard, I think. Maybe corner in the house. A winger is what it's called when it goes in the house there.
Jordan here with her second shot.
Sweeper's really sweeping this one. Looking like it's just a corner guard. Nice corner there.
Now we have Abby with her next shots here of the third end.
Fun fact, me and Abby actually work together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, at the Crestwood Curling Club.
Okay.
We both work there as ice technicians.
I know I'm pretty sure most, if not all of these kids went to Alberta Rocks last year, so it was fun to see them again, and after seeing them in August, and it's very fun to see, curling's a very close-knit community, right?
Oh, so, for sure. The Alberta Rocks, that's a great camp.
Yep.
For sure. I think if anybody's watching this and wants to put their kid in a good camp, Alberta Rocks is the way to go.
It's a fun camp, but you learn a lot, right?
You do.
When we get a lot of high-profile coaches, Tyler Tardy was one of them, right? We had Jackson Hebert last year as well. There's, a wealth of knowledge to be had at those camps. So if you're looking to get your kid into the sport, there's no better way to start than Alberta Rocks. So.
For sure. Yeah, I took Alberta Rocks for 2 years actually, and no, it was a blast every time.
So what do you have any highlights from your time at Alberta Rocks, if you go off the top of your head?
I don't know. The first time we played this game outside, like I think it was kind of like capture the flag, but a little different. I like running games like that. It was a really fun game. Other than maybe the curling too. Curling was good too.
Yeah, but you always make memories at those camps, right?
No, for sure.
Even as a PE teacher like I was, you always just end up, no matter what, you're making memories, right? So
looks like they're just gonna tap them in to the back 12 there. Yurko's gonna draw in now. Yurko really putting the pressure here on Team McGriskin.
I mean, if you're McGriskin, you just gotta, almost keep calm, take a breath, and just keep playing how you're playing, right? You're not playing bad at all.
No,
so
not at all.
So Abby with her second rock here in the third end. As I'm walking in here.
It's just gonna settle down. And it does at the back pin there. Gerskin's gonna try a hit around this guard. Definitely a double if you can hit it at the right spot. And you can probably even roll.
So here comes Livy attempting with her first shot here in the third end. So third end's almost flying by here. Or second end.
Second shot.
Second shot. Apologies, guys. Here we go.
That's okay. He's new to curling, so it's close.
See if we can squeak by here.
Squeaks by it. Nice double
There you go.
and roll.
There you go. What a shot from
That's
Taylor
a
Erskine.
great shot. That's a great shot. To get them out of that bit of a mess they were in there. That's a beauty cleanup for sure.
You can see the
perfect roll too.
You can see the smile on Jordan's face as she was walking away there.
Yeah, that was a great
they're
shot.
very happy with that shot. So
I probably make those once a week. So no, that's a very good shot. And that's why they're here.
Yep, so. No, 100%. Every team here deserves their spot, right?
Yeah.
So first rock here for Reese in the third end.
This is a bit of a pressure shot because if you don't make this really good, Mergerskin's shot, right? And they can just draw in and sit there too, which you kind of want to keep. Giving up a deuce is not the end of the world, but a force would be really good for Team Yurko. Comes up a little light there.
One thing I'm noticing with Team Mergerskin right away, they have their hand signals under control. You don't have to,
for sure,
yell out from the other end what their shot's going to be. It's just a simple tap of the head with their hand or whatever it is, and they know, right? So,
and honestly, most of the teams here, and all the professional teams, once you get up to that competitive level, you have all the hand signals. Just makes things quicker.
Exactly,
sure.
And you're not having to yell from the other end, right?
And actually, these games are actually timed. So, the use of hand signals makes it a lot faster, right? Rather than yelling back and forth, you just tap of the head for a peel, and it's looking like she's gonna run this one back here.
So that was your first shot from Kaylee Sparks here in the third end as well.
Yeah. I think Yurko's just going to peel this one away. Or run it back.
What would your call be here, Noah?
I mean, could throw the peel. You try the run if you're a little wide or a little tight, you make the peel. That's totally fine. And it looks like she's going to be real close for the run. Just rolls out a hair.
Yep.
Still a good shot, though. They're now open, so that's a good positive. There's timeout.
I think we got our first coach interaction here at the end here. So Rob Maximus is gonna give a little bit of insight here and help her with the call here.
He's probably telling her to draw because she elected to hit the back red one.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you kind of want to save that for late. You don't need to do that right now. You could, if you could get another one in there, then you're sitting too buried.
Still got your two skip stones here, left, right. So.
The hit's not a bad call though either, because you hit, you're sitting two anyways. Or the tap, tap's really good too. A bit more of a precise shot for the tap.
Yep.
It's not as simple as a draw, because you have to throw about 2 feet more weight. Because that's how much the rock, when you tap it back, that's That's how much you have to throw a little bit more weight to get it there. I'm not sure why, but
Last rock here for Kaylee in the second or the third end.
Even if you split this rock, it's also very good too. It's close. Got to go for weight. Tap this one up here. Nice shot there. And now they're sitting 2. So
we're now entering our skip stones here in the third end. A little score check here for the other ones on the boys' side. Team Hofstra and Team Henninger and end 3 are at 0-0 apiece. So 2 blank ends. Team Miller and Team Halushak. Halushak is up 4-0 in the third end. Team Evan Clark and Nolan Duncan. Team Duncan scored 3 in the second end to take a 3-0 lead. And Team Schoenhart and Team Bacek are at 2-1. On our women's side, we have in this game, it's still 1-1, and Team Roa and Team DeSchiffert, it is 3-0 for Team DeSchiffert. Team Wyatt and Team Cooey, 2-1 for Team Wyatt in end 3. And Team McMillan versus Team DeSormo. Team McMillan is up 3-0 in end 3 here. So there's still a lot of curling left to be played. So
they're just electing to hit and roll here. You make the you have a lot of house to roll, pretty much the whole 8-foot. So looks like this one just snapped there. Just get it out, I think. There, yeah.
So skip stones here for Team McGriskin.
I think they're gonna play the tap again. And they know the ice. Yep. They just threw it, so you don't want to leave the team, the other team, the same shot twice.
Exactly right.
For sure.
They'll learn the adjustments they have to make.
Exactly.
Right? So
I mean, they made it good last time, so good chance they make it again.
Fist bumps to her teammates, and here we go for her first shot here in the third end.
Bit of discussion here between the sweepers and the skip, just to know exactly where they want it, and a bit of information.
And here comes the rock.
Got to curl a little bit. Oh, now they're trying to get it by, I think. Or play the split. Nice split there. And to sit the 2.
Yep.
And have another one in there.
So if you're Team Yurko here, what are you thinking about discussing? Like, what's going through your head here, right? You got your last rock here in the third end, but Team Griskin has hammer, so you still got that one left.
Well, you really don't want to give up more than 2. Griskin's sitting 2 right now, and their 4th shot. So you really don't want to roll out here, because they could just hit the back one, get their 3. So I think if you're Team Yurko, you want to eliminate a rock for sure. But I think if you nose this, you give up 2, not the end of the world for sure. You don't want to get too cute and try to roll too far and you roll out, because then it's a hit for 3. So you kind of want to minimize the damage here in this end.
So last rock here from Elena.
She might actually be electing to draw. I think that's what she's doing. The draw is also a good call too. And in the first end, actually, Elena Yurko threw this exact path, put it right on the pin, I think.
So it's almost one of those ones where, you know, they still know
they know
exactly. Know the ice, right?
So. Yeah. And that's key. If you know it, throw it, right?
Yep.
Oh, close. Oh. Just out counted the top one. Don't know about the side yellow there. It looks real close.
Yeah, it looks real close. Might be having to get a measurer out there, so.
I don't have 20/20 vision, so I can't quite see who shot, but I think McGurskin's just going to draw for there 2.
Yeah.
Maybe 3, I don't know.
You know, that's the best part of these commentaries. You know, the last shot you said, if you know it, throw it. Life lessons there, guys. So whatever league you're in, when you know it, throw it.
Yeah.
So last rock here in the third end for 2 or even potentially 3. So
I think it's 2. I could be wrong though.
So here comes the rock, last rock of the third end.
They do have backing, I think, if it's a little heavy. It's coming in there.
Looks like it could. Let's see.
Just slides a little too far. Looks like it's.
They know. So.
They know. I think it's just going to be 1 yellow.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston pizza at home.
And we are back here for the fourth end, and well, it was a 1 for McGriskin there, so they are up 2-1 here in the fourth end.
Very close game. Only 1 point score so far.
So Jordan with the first rock here in the fourth end. So give a little insight here, Noah. What would you you're kind of getting the vibes of how the game's going to be. It's a close game. How do you now start the end on a positive for both teams here?
I think if you're McGriskin, you wanna throw up. It looks like they're trying to go in the house here. You kind of just want to keep playing this clean game. You're up 1. There's no need to get junky with it now and put a lot of rocks in the house. They've been kind of playing a clean game that's been working. And I think if you're Yurko, I think you want to put some rocks in the house and see what you can do. Well, they're doing a
little fun handshake here. So we'll have to ask them about that post game here. What's going on with the?
What's good? That's good team spirit.
100%, right?
You definitely want that.
Yeah, they showed a lot of team spirit during Alberta Rocks. So,
but yeah, if you're Team Yurko, you wanna kind of junk it up. I think a little bit more, especially with Hammer for sure as well. Looks like it's.
Despite what it says, it is not Team Hossren heading here.
It's not.
We got Yurko and McGriskin. So score is 2-1 for McGriskin. There we go. Yurko with Hammer here. Jordan with her last rock here in the fourth end.
I think they're just throwing the hit here. I mean, you play a clean end this end, you only have 4 more ends left.
Yep.
And just ticks it there. So Yurko's just gonna draw on the house to hopefully get their deuce.
So last shot here from Kendra. I know we bring up Alberta Rocks a lot, but it's a very fun experience. I know a lot of these people at this camp, they gave their all during that camp, right? So
for sure. No, it's a great time.
Especially during PE, they put me through my paces. So last shot here from Kendra, who's also your reigning U15 curling Alberta champion. So bringing some wealth of knowledge. So
for sure.
You know, it's cool to see, you know, a lot of these kids, they're still young, right? So
yeah.
They're not even close to their prime yet, and they're winning all this stuff. So they all got bright futures ahead of them. So
nice draw there by Kendra. That's exactly where you want to put that rock.
So now we have Livy with her next shot here. So Livy's 13, and last year at her U15 team went 4-2 at provincials, even defeating the U18 women's champions. So, you know, they're all competitive here, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, these kids like to have fun, but they also, when they're on the ice, it's go time, it's game time, right? So
looking like she's gonna try to hit and roll or double even. Close for the double here.
Let's see, it's close.
What a nice shot.
Nice shot from Livy.
Beautiful double there. That's exactly what she wanted to do. That's a great shot.
I'm very impressed with Team McGriskin. You know, they're very calm, cool, collected, right? It's cool to see each team's different dynamic, right? They're super serious, just let's go time Team Yurko. They're fun, they're smiling, they've got their handshakes, right? So Abby from Team Yurko with her first shot here.
Looking for a corner guard. It's looking good. That's a good shot. I think McGriskin's just going to draw in here, looks like.
So last shot here for Livy in the fourth end.
You could elect to peel as well or draw around the corner. But this is not a bad call. If you draw in, you can sit shot. Yurko's got to make a hit and roll, which is not easy. It's looking a little heavy.
Yeah, I think they knew it right away, and Elena's just going to make sure it's out of the house, and there you go. So next, Abby's going to throw her second rock here, just draw straight in.
Sometimes that's a tough thing to adjust if you just throw a hit.
Yep.
You know, Livy made the real nice double, and then to throw a draw right after, you're going to come out a little faster.
Yeah.
Just because of the last shot you just threw.
So a little score update here in the fourth end. Team DeSchiffert is up 7-0 on Team Roa, and Team Wide and Team Kui are tied at 2 apiece. And DeSormo and McMillan is up 3-2, and then you have our game as well. So a lot of close scores going on, and you know, a lot of good curling as well. So
this one looks a little heavy as well.
Back-to-back heavy shots here. So Kaylee is now taking her shots here for Team McGriskin here in the fourth end.
They're just going to take the other turn this time for the draw in. Still putting a bit of pressure on Team Yurko.
So here comes the rock.
Still just a very clean end. Not a lot of rocks in play. It kind of depends on your style. I think, based off what I've seen, Team Magriskin likes a bit of a cleaner game. Same with Team Yurko. Some teams would just try to first end, just go in, get all the rocks in play, and see what you can do. But these teams are just playing it safe, getting into the feel of the game.
Yeah, 100%. So you know, these aren't short games, right? So you want to just keep it clean until you kind of have to change if you have to change, right? If you're down, or just keep it clean the whole way out. So Reese with her first shot here in the fourth end.
Just a little hit and roll. See, you'd think this would stick, but it's going to roll out because of how lively these rocks are.
You know, I think they're kind of starting to just realize that, right? I think in the back of their heads, they're knowing like these rocks are lively rocks. So
just got to bring the weight a little bit down.
So on the boys' side, we have Hofstad heading all still tied up at 0 heading into the fourth end. Lushak is up 5-0 over Miller. Duncan is up 4-0 over Clark. Schoenhart and Bacek are tied at 2, all in the fourth end here. So a lot of good curling. If you can make it out to Leduc to catch a game, why not, right? So this province is full of good curling, and these kids are showing it this week. So,
and the ice is great too.
Yep. Leduc Curling Club goes above and beyond. So.
For sure. Give a shout out to the manager, Belinda Harris. She's a great lady.
Yep.
Always so friendly.
Yep.
So, and that's just the Leduc spirit.
Yep. Whether it's, you know, any event we're hosting, we hosted a U18 Rock Fest here a couple of weeks ago. We host Alberta. It's the home of Alberta Rocks as well. So they go above and beyond. Belinda is an amazing person as well. So they go above and beyond and do a great job no matter what event they're hosting. So Reese with her last rock here in the fourth end.
Trying another hit and roll. Just a little light there, I think. Just gonna tick it over there.
So what's your call here if you're Team Magriskin?
I mean, now you're sitting one buried. You're probably pretty happy, so I would probably draw around that corner.
So our first skip stone here as well. So
you could draw really anywhere. You just put another one in the house to sit 2. Try to get a force. So
Team Magriskin's all the way from Grand Prairie as well, so they've come a little ways here, but they're happy to be here. I know all these teams are just happy to be able to play in provincials here. So
yeah, and a few there were qualifiers for this event too. So some good teams were knocked out. So it's really a privilege to be playing these provincials.
And Alberta's actually getting 2 berths this year at the Nationals. So
yes, for both teams, both women's and men's.
Yeah. So both teams heading into our final will be happy knowing they're all going to Nationals, but you still want to wear that yellow and blue.
Yeah. This one looks a little heavy as well here. Yurko's gonna try the draw.
Man, you got an open house, but you still kind of have that rock there right in the back. So
you have a bit of backing for sure, yeah. When I say Yurko's jackets are also quite nice.
Yep.
The kind of looks like tiger stripes a little. With different colors, but I think that might have been the idea.
And so Team Yurko has an interesting dynamic, right? So where some people, they all kind of curl out of different clubs. So how do you manage that as a team, Noah, is when you kind of have people from different clubs, you know?
Well, my team actually is all from around the province this year as well. It was a bit different because you can't practice as deep as much, right? But you still get together when you can. And honestly, sometimes like, a bit of separation is good, right?
Yep.
Because then you find yourself missing the other person. So like my lead Rhett, I miss him right now for sure. So I mean, you just try to practice when you can.
So first rock here for Elena, trying to get rid of that back one, and
just edges by there,
just squeaks by.
That path is pretty keen there. A few rocks have gone through the house on that path.
I think all the teams will make that adjustment, right? We got another coach interaction here, so they're gonna. Rob's taking a step up here, figure out kind of what they want to do. Talk about like we got this one rock in the back here, but how do we add to that, right? Like
I think he's telling them to go to the left side rather than over to the right where the guard is, to split the house, leave her with a draw or just a hit for her one. This is a bit of a key shot because you make this, it's a force.
Yeah.
And that's perfect. Go 2-2 go to tied game, right?
Yeah.
That's good result for both teams.
So last rock here for McGrisk in the fourth end. They're currently up 2-1, so got a good game on our hands here. So
very close one, yeah. Sweeper's digging this one. It's not heavy. Just gotta get it in the house.
Slowing down. I think it's gonna be just outside by a hair.
Real close.
So you got the last rock here for Yurko. What's your just a simple draw in?
I think you're just gonna draw anyways. The other one's fully buried. You could throw hack, but you're risking hitting the guard and giving up a steal, which you'd rather just draw. Take your one.
Yeah, take the one, make the safe call, and head into the next end here. So Lena Yurko, last shot here in the fourth end. Draw for one.
Going to be going into the break after this.
Don't worry, we'll be back. It's a little 2-minute break here in between the fourth and the fifth end, so teams will be able to talk to their coaches, get a reset, and head into almost, you could say, the second half of the game.
Yeah, second half, and really the start, because it'll be tied. Hopefully tie game, right? Looking like she's a little light. No?
Let's see, it's
good shots.
Yep.
That's 1-2 there.
Yeah, 2-2 heading into the fourth end.
Real close game.
Heading into the fourth end break, so got a close game on our hands. So we'll be back after the little break we have.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston pizza at home.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
For over 20 years, the Sandra Schmirler Foundation has granted more than $9 million to hospitals across Canada for life-saving equipment for premature and critically ill babies. In the past 4 years alone, $4 million has been granted thanks to the curling community's incredible generosity. The need continues year-round, and with your help, we can ensure every baby has the chance to grow up and become a champion, just like Sandra.
Don't forget your brooms.
Come on up. Well, what do you got? You got one, you got two, you got...
Just one more throw, please.
You make moments like these possible.
Curling Alberta's 50/50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $100,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.
And we are back here at the Leduc Curling Club for the fifth end between Team Yurko and Team McGriskin. All tied up with Team McGriskin with hammer. First rock here from Kendra. Alright, I'll let you know I just had to step away for 1 second, but he will be back. It's throwing up a little guard there, so And Noah is back here, so all you missed, Noah, was just a little guard there from Yurko to kick off our fifth end.
Okay. So Yurko's going aggressive.
Yeah.
I think they've eased into the game. They know what they're doing now, so going a little more aggressive to start
And
it
like
off.
we said, it's almost like a brand new game, right? It's the second half of this game, but in a way, you're all tied up, so.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Gerskin's trying to sweep this one in. Just going to come a little short, but that's not a bad shot. That's a good guard.
Yeah, just a little corner guard there, so would have been great to get it in, but it's also not the end of the world you didn't, right? So, second shot here from Kendra in the fifth end.
I think both teams are trying to play with a little more aggression this end.
Yeah.
Both starting off with guards. First time we've seen this all game.
This one looks a little bit heavy, but we'll see if it dies down a little bit. And it dies down almost like right at the perfect time for him. So.
Oh yeah, that died quite a bit. Nice shot there.
Yeah. Can't confirm
Kendra.
Team Yurko did have the handshake once again, so maybe that's the key for him. Is every end got to do the
at the start.
Yeah, at the start have to do the handshake. So
that's good. You want to have a little bit of fun. Curling's such a serious sport.
Yeah.
You gotta have some fun sometimes.
Exactly. So
for sure.
Jordan with her second shot here, the fifth end.
Looking like a draw around the corner. Just gotta get this one by.
Let's see. Just touches her corner guard, so
rolls in the house.
Yeah.
Though not a bad outcome. Yurko's gonna hit and roll.
Yep. Let's get a sense from these teams that they're saying, all right, enough playing around, let's go for it now, right?
Yeah.
So, and of course here, first rock here for Abby of Team Yurko again at the U18 Provincials. We have it's a round robin versus a triple knockout. So I guess Noah, talk about which one do you prefer personally, and what do you think the big differences are versus them?
I think a round robin is more the way to go, in my opinion. Just because you get to play every team.
Yeah.
And it gives more chance for the underdogs, for sure, right? Because any given team can win it at any given time. So with the triple knockout, though, you have, and also the triple knockout, you have a few bad games, you're out.
Yeah.
But in the round robin, if you have a bad game or two, you're not out.
Yeah.
Right? You still have a chance. So I like the round robin. Also, you just get more games in too, as well.
So Livy with her first rock here, I believe, of the fifth end. Looking to get right around that guard, and she does. But couldn't catch the middle rock there, so.
And that's going to be an opportunity for Team Yurko to draw around.
You just want to be able to capitalize on those. You know, Team Yurko did earlier in the game, I believe. Or was it Team of Griskin? I can't remember. But we've seen teams like in this game, they've had openings, right? But you want to make sure you can take advantage of those opportunities, right? And cash in, per se, right?
That's so important.
You know, if you have a chance, if your opponent leaves you a chance, take advantage of it, right?
Yeah, exactly. They're sweeping this, but now they're off. Now they're back on. Close shot.
Let's see if it can squeak in the house. So it might be
just a little light.
Yeah.
I think Murgerskin's gonna throw the double peel. You can definitely get both of them going. And as seen earlier, Livy's specialties are up weight with that double. That was a very nice double.
So here comes Livy's next shot here in the fifth end.
This is pretty much where you want to hit it for the double peel there. Nice throw. Gets rid of
both
everything.
Yep.
And that's an opportunity that Ergurskin capitalized on.
Yep.
With that rock being light, leaving that stagger.
Exactly, right? So that's what we talk about is, you gotta take advantage of those opportunities, right? And it comes up that in the fifth end, Team Ergurskin cashed in on their opportunity. So
yeah.
It's now the rocks for Reese Morrison here in the fifth end. So see what she can do with this. So she's actually the president of her 4-H club and show cattle. So
cool.
outside of, got a lot of hobbies outside between her competitive softball and show cattle and 4-H. So
yeah,
it's like a little guard here. So
Ergurskin's gonna elect for the hit and roll here. Just a soft weight.
Yep.
And you noticed she tapped her side there. That's another hand signal. Probably just a down hit weight.
Yep.
To get around this guard.
That's what you like to see because, you don't want to run out of time or anything, right? So when you see those hand signals like you talk about, just simple, then you can get in the hack and know what to do. So Kaylee with her rocks here. So, and also, a fun fact about Kaylee, also got bronze at the Alberta Provincial Mixed Championships.
Really?
So, yeah. So between rugby, trumpeteering, everything. So a future star in some sport for sure. So
in something.
Yeah. Last rock here for Reese Morrison here in the fifth end.
Just throwing the same guard she just threw. This one's got to curl over.
And just sweeping, trying to get it to curl over.
So she's actually knifing the rock over with the broom head tilted in that position there. That tends to slow the rock down a little and carve it over more.
A little discussion here for Team Ergurskin on what they're thinking about here.
I think they're just gonna elect for the peel as well. Yeah. You could chase, but it's not an easy shot. It's dead buried. You're better to peel and see what Elena can do for her guard.
So Kaylee with her last shot here in the fifth end. Oof, and just missed it by I don't know if you could get any closer than that.
That was paper thin. Yeah, you probably couldn't fit a piece of paper.
No, exactly.
I thought she had that actually.
So if you're Yurko, what's your play here?
You're gonna draw. And you're sitting one fully buried. You got it. You got to kind of go. You want to go for the steal here, or the force, right? So I think you're gonna draw, just like top 8, because she does have the pin open. Ergurskin can draw in there, so if you can kind of sit, just top 8, kind of guarding that draw path a little, you're sitting really nice.
So Elena's got a bright future ahead of her. She's actually been accepted to the U of A for a Bachelor of Science with a major in cell biology, where she'd like to pursue a career in medicine. So,
oh, very cool. That's those. You need good grades to get that.
So it looks like a young up-and-coming curling star almost, and a up-and-coming academic star.
Yes, for sure. And that's a good way to come up on that shot, because you see you kind of guard the draw path a little. Just makes the chase even tougher.
So skip stones here from Ergurskin. Now they do have the ability to use an ECI if they want, which is a coached interaction if they feel like they need to call on Rob here or just call full-on timeout as well.
Yeah.
So let's see, but I don't think they're going to.
I think they're just going to straight peel this one or run it back.
So the skip for Team McGriskin, 17, just right in the almost the prime of the U18 career, right? Yeah. So I don't know, you just aged out now. So
I did.
So what's it like? Do you find it kind of tough to age out when you've been in U18s for a few years at least for some of these curlers? The next you're aging out. Like, what's kind of the big difference you found?
It's very tough, especially because I actually I'm like a month off my birthday,
yeah.
So it's a little unfortunate, but you just got to go and play up at the next level.
Yep.
And U20 is a good amount different from U18, I would say.
And of course, you'll be curling in U20s this year, I presume.
Yeah.
So tell us a little about your team and what you guys are hoping to achieve at U20s this year. Obviously, winning is probably the goal.
Winning for sure. Yeah, I'm a part of Team Keast. We've actually qualified for men's provincials as well, so we're going to be playing in men's provincials and U20, hopefully. So we're just kind of looking to gain experience in men's, and then obviously winning U20 would be the major goal for sure.
So last rock here for Elena. Tell us a little bit how did it feel qualifying for men, especially as a junior team? It's got to feel pretty good. Right?
It was really cool. I didn't think I'd make it there for at least a few years, but to make it there being 18, that's definitely something special. So I'm just excited to play good competition.
Yep.
Hopefully play Kevin Cooey.
Yep. Yeah, our men's provincials will be in Stettler this year, so if you're around February 5 to 9, get your tickets and come see Team Keast and Noah live in person.
Yes.
So Team Yurko with their last shot here. It looks like
they're just drawing in. Again, this is kind of exactly where you want to put this rock. Just
looks like just right outside, I think, by that's probably, we talk paper length, so it's probably a paper length there.
Just right outside, but that's a good spot. There's no chase at all.
Yep.
You can't get around the guard for the hit, and it kind of blocks the draw too. So that's a really good shot.
So they've called on Coach Rob here to help them out a little bit and figure out what they want to do. So what are you getting from what do you think Rob's telling them? What do you think the shot's going to be here?
They're looking at this in off here, hitting this yellow on the left side and trying to redirect it inwards to go to that red. This is not an easy shot. Definitely one of the tougher shots in curling. Yep. But as a skip, you know sometimes you're going to be throwing these for sure.
So here we go. Last rock here in the fifth end, all tied up at 2.
Yurko definitely put the pressure on this end with the center guard, and I would assume they're going to do that next end as well and keep the foot on the gas pedal.
Foot on the gas. You almost want to get up and get out of here, right? Yeah. So get that win, move to 3-0. If you're McGriskin, try to find a way to win this one and move to 1 and 2 here.
Just a little wide there. It's going to be a steal of 1
for the Yurko. So we're going to head to 3-2 Yurko up, heading into our 6th end here at the U18 Provincials.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardline's ice pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best brew in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
Curling Alberta's 50-50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $100,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.
All right, and we are back here for the sixth end between Yurko and McGriskin here. We got a good game on our hands. Yurko's going to be up 3-2. Little score update here for you on the boys and Team Schodenhart and Team Bacek. Schodenhart is up 5-2, and they're in, the sixth end. Team Clark and Bacek is up 5-3 now. They just scored in the fifth. Team Clark and Team Duncan. Team Duncan is leading 4-1. Team Halushek is up 7-0 on Team Miller, and Team Hofstra and Team Henning have blanked all their ends heading into the fifth end. On our girls' side, you do have this game where Yurko is up 3-2. Team DeSchifford is up 7-2 on Team Roa. Team Kui is up 3-2 on Team Wyatt, and Team DeSormo is up 4-3 on Team McMillan. So, couple big scores and couple close games, but we got a close one on our hands here. So first shot here for Kendra in our sixth end here.
Definitely a close game here.
Sweepers are sweeping this one, making sure they can.
I think this is just going to be a guard again for Kendra. Or Griskin's gonna go around.
So first shot here for Jordan on the sixth end.
This is what most teams do when the other team throws a guard. You normally want to come around and get in there first.
Yeah.
And then if they miss their next one, you're suddenly sitting two.
Yeah.
So this is a very good call.
Looks like they're gonna hit the.
They're gonna tick it, and I think it goes back because
of the no tick rule, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, Noah, how do you feel about the no tick rule? And if any of our viewers are confused by the no tick rule, why don't you give them a little insight on it?
So, well, pretty much, if a few years ago, if you put the rock anywhere on this, like anywhere in the guard zone, you can tick it. But now, if the rock is touching that center line, you can't move it off the center line. So if you move it off the center line over to in line with the 8 foot, it just goes right back, and that rock that was used to move it goes away.
Okay, so a little insight there. So
it's kind of like you're just peeling.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And I like it. I think it encourages more rocks in play, which is kind of what people like to see, like to watch, right? Yeah. You don't really want to watch an end that's just all hits, that's just blanks, right? Yeah. But when you have more rocks in play, it just makes it a lot more of a joy to watch.
Yeah, looks like I'm thinking that rock's in there by looks like a razor thin amount it'd be in there.
That one's in for sure, I think. Yeah. Again, I don't have 20/20 vision, but from what I can tell, that one's in. And that's a good spot for that rock too.
So next rock here for Jordan in the sixth end.
She's gonna try to draw around here. Just threw it on the last. It's looking a little heavy. They're gonna have to let this one come down.
Hopefully it dies down. I mean, we saw that from Yurko where their draw kind of just died down right away, and it looks that spot we can almost call it the dead zone the way it just dies down there.
It just starts curling, and just comes right down there. That was a nice shot from Jordan.
Abby's going to be taking her shots here in the sixth end for Team Yurko. Let's talk a little bit about Abby here. You know, she's on a very high-level team, but entering grade 12. She's also been accepted to the University of Alberta for elementary education, so hopefully becoming a teacher, and likes to hike and golf as well in the off-season. Now, are you a golfer at all?
I am not a golfer. You can ask any of my teammates this year are really... Yeah, I'm not a golfer. I've golfed. I'm actually a lefty in golf.
Okay.
I'm a lefty in curling as well, but I don't have lefty clubs, so I've been golfing right, and it's not pretty. I do like to hike though.
Yep.
What about yourself?
Oh, just got into golfing myself. My first golf year was last year, so it's a tough sport for sure, right?
Yeah.
But a little bit of hiking's always good too. You always like to be in nature, right? So
Oh, for sure.
next up, we have Livy throwing her rocks here. So
just a little light from Abby there, and another opportunity for Team McGurskin to draw in. And she puts this right on the 4-foot top 4. You're sitting really good, especially with hammer. So it looks like it's coming down here as it curls.
see if it enters our proclaimed dead zone. Looks like it did.
It did, but it's just got to curl up nice. Nice shot there. And see, now they're sitting 2. And you still have a nice draw in for your 3. So McGurskin's in a great spot this end. Yurko's going to throw a board weight hit and roll. That sign there tapping the board is another hand signal type communication, just to let the thrower know what kind of weight you're throwing.
So Abby slides out here and takes her last rock on the 6th end.
Just a little tight. Just gets by the top one. Just hits that one, but gets a nice hit there to sit second shot. That changes things up a little bit for sure. Now this is a end I like watching for sure. A lot more rocks in play.
So Livy's gonna be taking her next shots here, and I don't know if you can see, but she is wearing a U18 Rock Fest.
Yes.
So a new Curling Canada initiative, and we had some qualifiers take place, and people that won those qualifiers will be headed to Kelowna.
At the time of the Briar, right?
Yeah, time of the Briar, so they'll be able to have some fun, have a mini, it's almost like Alberta Rocks in a way, but a little bit more competitive, but learn from some big name people. Last year we had Brendan Botcher out, so it's a great initiative, I think. And some of these curlers that are even curling here will be headed to Kelowna, so.
Oh, for sure.
So very fun initiative, and I think it's important to have more youth initiatives like that.
Yes, 100%.
So I think Livy is one of them, so she'll be headed to Kelowna. Straight through.
Just ticks it there. Very, very tough shot there. That was really, really close as well. Team McGurskin still shot 1.
What are you thinking? Well, what do you do if you're a Team Yurko here?
Well, you're not in a bad spot. Your second shot, I think, if you make this draw, you're in a good position. Although I am not a skip, I play second, so. But I think you're still drawing around.
So Reese is taking her first shot here in the 6th end.
Someone's got to go for line here. Just a hair light there. I think McGurskin's going to draw around as well. We're just discussing that that Yurko's got that tap on the right side. Just want to be mindful of that.
So Kaylee will be taking her first rocks here. So Kaylee, the multi-talented athlete, as we've learned this today. So Kaylee Sparks taking her first throw here, the 6th end.
Just trying that same path that Yurko took. There's see the hand signal there.
Yep, dude. Sweep that. Looks like it's gonna just get by.
Just papers by.
Now Elena's going to try and sweep that out if she can.
Looks like there's still shot one, but a little more open now, unfortunately.
So they're thinking.
I think Yuriko's just going to try to nose this or a little roll in, if possible.
It was very interesting to see, they haven't called on Glenn Ector yet.
No, they haven't.
So I wonder if at some point in the second half of the game as we call that they might call on Glenn
for some insight, for sure.
So Reese with her last shot here of the 6th end.
They're just throwing a draw in, and I think if you're a little heavy, you bump that back one. Yeah, is a good outcome.
Almost one of those shots where, if you execute it perfect, if not, you'll bump that back one. So.
Exactly. Just really curls there.
Yeah, it's curling. It ticks the other one too. So see if it's in, but
not terrible because now that yellow's wide open.
Yeah,
but Murgerskin's gonna have a decision to make here.
Yeah.
The draw is probably still the call.
I think that's kind of what they're leading towards here. So,
but after seeing all these rocks over curl, you want to take a little more ice, just because it's gonna curl.
Yeah,
there quite a bit. So
Lily Sparks taking her last throw here in the 6th end.
Really sweeping to get this by. It'll be real close. Just gets by.
See if they can get it in right into the button there.
Great shot by
Kaylee
Sparks there.
So now Skip Stone's here, so Elena Yuriko's going to be taking her first throw here. So her and Reese discussing what they're thinking, what the plan is, and get the best outcome here in the 6th end.
That's a very key shot by Kaylee because a few attempts there, a few misses, and then now you make that, and you're putting a lot of pressure on Yuriko because now you're sitting 2, fully buried.
And those are the adjustments we talked. Oh, looks like they're calling the timeout there. So Glenn Ector rose out of his seat, kind of like the Undertaker, you could say, and say timeout. Let's go. Let's talk about it. So he'll step up, give his knowledge. I mean, Glenn's got a wealth of experience. I know he coached Haley Duprass and Justice Jakes to a U20 mixed doubles provincial championship last year. So that was a quick timeout. Almost said this is the proper shot. So
it's funny you predicted that Glenn Ector was going to come out. And I think they're just trying to freeze to it. And I think if you make this really good, it's gonna most likely be a force. It'll be real tough for Murgerskin to get in there. There's not really a nice set drop path that you can take.
So Elena with her first rocks here in the 6th end. Elena's outside of curling, she enjoys music, reading, and motorsports. So very busy between a career in medicine, curling, and all the other things as well. So I know both these teams are pretty fun. We had them do a media day at U18 Provincials, so follow Curling Alberta everywhere and see kind of the fun that we've had with them. They filmed some fun videos for us too, so fun TikTok. So Elena with her first rock here.
It's looking real close, and it's just going to snap here at the hog line.
See, hopefully it does just avoid.
Just by. And that is a very nice shot.
There you go.
2 great shots back to back.
So Skip Stone's now from Murgerskin. So let's see if Coach Rob gets called upon here.
I have a feeling he's going to, and there
he is. Like I said, there are these coaches are rising almost like the Undertaker and saying we gotta go. So seeing some teams exit, looks like Team the Schiffert's game is done with them taking the W, I believe. So they've now entered 3-0. I believe Team Halushak's game is done as well, so they'll also be 3-0. So a couple 3-0 teams here, but we're locked into this one. So Team Agri. Go ahead, Noah.
So I was just say, I think they're gonna elect to draw around all that junk in the forefoot and try to just get one in there. It's not an easy shot. You have to have the perfect weight and the perfect line. So not much room for error on this shot.
So here we go. Skip stones for McGriskin. So just like you said, Noah, they're trying to get it in there.
Just got to go for weight and get it to curl a little bit more in there.
Looks like it's going to die just outside.
Just a hair light.
So now if you're Yurko, you got your last rock here in the 6th end. What's your call? What's your play? What do you think about kind of pros and cons to?
Well, you're pretty happy right now. They're sitting 1, but it's real tough to get their 2. You kind of just could throw the run back, or you could just kind of block off whatever their shot's gonna be, which I think is gonna be that tap on the yellow they just threw. So you might want to guard that. I think Abby's gonna come down.
Good to see Abby come down and try and get a little bit more. She sees something at the other end that maybe Reese and Elena don't necessarily see as well. So
yeah, sometimes that's what happens. The front end actually has good insight because they.
I think that's what she's talking about here. Is down there you can't see that right. So
yeah,
can't see a rock back there or something. So, and we know it's time. So they're probably doing good for time if they're thinking.
If they're thinking this long for sure.
And that's what we talk about with the hand signals early on in the game, right? Preserve some time.
And I think it's Glen Hector can't come up here because Yodi did this end. So this is all on the players now.
Looks like their dynamics a good one where he only comes up if he thinks they're making the wrong call, right?
Yeah.
So I think he's probably looks like he's content. He's probably a little cold out there. It's a little frosty.
It is a little chilly.
That's why those coaches got their giant parkas on, right?
Yeah, I'm glad we're inside.
Yeah.
Looks like they're just gonna block that draw or draw in. Or bump it even if you have the right you have the right weight. You can just barely get by that guard. Curls so much you can bump that that yellow that's on the button there. You can bump it back. But we'll see what they end up doing here.
So here comes Elena Yurko's last shot here in the 6th end.
Looks like that's a decent amount of weight.
And it looks like it's headed straight for that yellow one, just like you said. So Kendra's sweeping it, and it looks.
That's not a bad shot. And getting rid of any chance of getting 2 now, I think, or getting multiple, like 3 or 4. Now they're just gonna have to think, how do we get our 2 out of this end?
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be that tap. Not an easy shot though.
That's what it looks like Jordan's talking about right there, is let's play this tap here and, like you said, try for multiple at least, or try for 2.
Try for 2. I mean, you take 1, you're perfectly happy.
You're tied, right?
You're tied, and you have hammer in the even ends, which is really important.
So here we go, last rock here in the 6th end. A potential tap for 2.
And you make this 2, this is a major, is a game changer if you can make this 2. puts Yurko in a bit of a chase mode to try to get 2 back.
Yep.
So.
All right, here we go. Rock's coming down. Does tap it just like you said, but
almost.
Let's see.
It's just gonna be 1 yellow.
Yep.
Looks like almost all the rocks in play. All of red's rocks were in play. 1 of yellow was out, I think.
So we're gonna have 3 all tied up. Hammer goes to Yurko in the 7th end. So
This
got
is
a close game.
Very close game.
Hey Ben, what's the Aztec Safety online e-learning website again?
Yeah, that would be aztecsafety.com.
Fire extinguisher and firefighting, we'll send that one to Paul.
Ah, now here's a course I should probably take. Conflict resolution.
Power line safety. Yeah, I thought it might help me with my line calls. Did you know this Aztec website has over 100 safety courses?
Jeez. Aztec Safety online course. Ground disturbance. Could have used that a few seconds ago.
And we're back here in the 7th end. Yurko, Magriskin all tied up. My partner in crime here has left me, unfortunately. So he'll be back though very shortly. Nice center guard there by Jordan. Electing to put some pressure on Team Yurko. Hopefully get a force and then go for their deuce in the last end. Here's Kendra Kosh coming in with the draw round.
So now we're kind of headed into the back half of the game. You could almost say now. What are you thinking about when you head into the back end of a game when it's all tied up?
Well,
right?
You're a little nervous, obviously, and at a provincial stage, it's even more nerve-wracking, right? But you kind of need to play with those nerves and embrace them.
Yeah.
So, and if I'm Team Magriskin, I'm thinking let's get a force here.
Yep.
And then have a chance for the win with a deuce in the last end. And Team Yurko, you really want to get your 2 here. You need to.
So let's see Jordan with her second shot here in the 7th end.
Second stone. It's a little wide, but it's curling in quite nicely.
Yeah, I think it'll be just enough to tick that back one. There you
Just
go.
to tap it almost out of the house.
But yeah, so still in the house, but second shot here for Kendra.
Team Yurko is definitely happy with that being in the house still, because that's a good chance for the deuce. If you can make this hit and roll. It looks like it would stay, and I think it's gonna stay.
Yeah, there we go, and it does stay.
A little bit quieter weight there.
Yeah,
That's
the adjustment we talked about, right?
Yeah.
With the rocks being lively earlier on, let's let's throw with less weight a little bit, right? So
yeah, to make sure you stick around.
So now we head into Livy's stones here in the 7th end.
Sweeping it right out of the hand here. Gotta hold this one there. She hits it good. She might actually make. Okay. Almost could have made the double.
Yeah.
Very tough. You have to hit that real thin. And then you're risking flashing.
Yeah.
So you never wanna. So that's a good hit. That's a good hit roll out there.
So now Abby taking her throws here in the 7th end.
I mean, this is a very close game.
No matter the result, both teams have played extremely well. So.
Very well. Seen lots of good shots, good draws.
Yep.
Good doubles. So.
Especially when it's your 3rd game in the week, I think no matter the result, you can, take something from this game and
100%.
Carry it with you the rest of the provincials, right?
Yes.
So, let's see. Trying to get it right on the button there.
Good shot there by Abby. Almost fully buried. It's pretty well fully buried.
Yeah.
So they're going to be throwing the run back here. Looks close. Just gonna peel it away now. Now, unfortunately, with that shot, if you do that, now Yurko has a chance to sit 3.
Yeah. And we talk about almost the say it's the TSN turning point, and that could almost be it, right?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Because now if they can sit 3 and McChrystal can't make a double, then Yurko would be pretty happy.
So the second shot here for Abby in the 7th end.
Because giving up 2 is not
Yeah.
the worst, but giving up 3 is definitely quite unfortunate for sure. It's like Abby's gonna be a little heavy here. Oh no, it's coming down.
Entering what we call the dead zone this game.
Yeah.
So
Just comes down real nice. Nice. Nice, easy open double here, hopefully. The tough part about these kind of doubles is there's that little hole there.
yeah, that you could potentially miss both, right?
Yeah, if you go right through that hole.
So Kaylee Sparks taking her throws here in the 7th end. Looks like it's gonna at least hit. There we go.
Nice double and roll down.
Very nice shot there for Kaylee. So changes the complexion of the end a little bit.
100%. She actually almost rolled down to be frozen.
Yeah.
It was very close. Oh.
No. There's our coach interaction, so Glenn's going to take a step up and see what's going on. So the difference is Glenn can only talk to Elena here.
Yeah.
So we got our coach interaction. I'm sure they got another timeout at some point during the back half of the game here, but they might wait till times are dire to use that last timeout. So,
and this was a good timeout because it looks like McGurskin's actually shot rock, and so drawing over, if McGurskin noses it, they're now sitting 2.
Yeah.
And so I think this is definitely the better call to freeze here.
So a little time check here. We have Red Rocks has 11 minutes left, and Yellow Rocks have 6 minutes and 55 seconds left. So time's definitely ticking down a little bit, but I think there's hopefully enough time for them. So
you need about 4 minutes
Yeah.
generally per end. That's So, I mean, the team with 11 minutes is definitely good on time, and 6:50, you're also not bad on time.
I think we'll start seeing them head into that, head in and seeing them kind of maybe rush a little bit in the next end, especially when you have, just 6 minutes left. You don't want to potentially run out of time, right? So hopefully leave yourself a little bit of a buffer. So
yeah.
Now we got Kaylee with her last rock here in the 7th end. Definitely turning.
Just a little hit there on that stone.
I think, what's the call here? You think they try a double here, or you think?
Unfortunately, I think the double might just jam. It might clip your red on the side, actually. If you just hit and roll over, that would be better. But if you hit it a little too thin, it might actually get your red as well out.
So here's Reese's last throw here in the 7th end.
Right through the hole there. That's not easy to do.
No. Now you think Team McGriskin's just looking to take out this last?
I think so. I think if you can take that one out, Yurka's gonna have to make a freeze on her next. This is a good call.
So we got skip stones now here in the 7th end. Game's tailing down here.
It's a very close game. Good game to watch for sure.
That's what these provincials are about, right? These kids like to show up for the parents and that come out, right? And the fans that come out. So they always like to put on a show and give us some good games. So, and these teams both have for sure. So.
Nice shot there. Got rid of her own in the process, but more importantly,
he got rid of the red.
Yeah. And Yurko, if Yurko can blank this end, they're also very happy.
Yeah.
Because a blank puts you tied with hammer, and all you need is one. So I think a blank is another thing McGriskin doesn't really want to give up.
Yeah. So you're almost looking at a blank end for Yurko's best case scenario, and McGriskin, it's anything but that.
Anything but the blank. Yeah, I mean, you kind of just want to pick and choose if you'd rather want to steal or try to get two in the last end.
So Elena Yurko taking her throws here in the 7th end. Apologize for the confusion. It's not Hofstra heading. It is Yurko and McGriskin.
Wonder why it does that.
I don't know. It's technologies these days are a little crazy. So
nice. Oh, real close.
So it looks like there's Team McGriskin's coach interaction here.
Very close double for Elena Yurko, but unfortunately stuffed them.
Yeah.
McGriskin's sitting 2. So it looks like it could potentially be a force this end. Yeah, you just want to go just top 12. Ideally, you're just biting top 12, just where those ones are, forcing her to draw. But it's very precise.
Yeah. So now in the case of, let's look ahead to the next rock. If this shot goes as Team McGriskin plans, what would you do if you're Team Yurko?
Well, if she puts it right perfectly, biting 12, I mean, I'm probably you have to draw. You have to draw for your 1 around it. It really depends on what the skip's feeling, what Elena's feeling. She did just throw a hit, so I would, if McGriskin comes in the house a little deeper, the hit's probably going to be the call.
So last rock here for Team McGriskin in the 7th end here at the U18 Optimist Provincials.
Little heavy here for what they were calling.
Yeah.
Still, she just has her draw weight down too good, I guess, right?
Yeah. So now in the case of, we said now this shot, is it just a simple
nose hit?
Yep.
Yeah, just a simple nose hit. A bit of room to roll. You can roll to the 8 foot, even to the 12 foot.
Yeah.
But you don't want to get too cute with it. You want to just play for that nose hit. And Nagurski's going to be really happy with a force coming out of this end. And I think next end, Yurko's going to go real hard for the steal. It's going to be another junky end like the 6th end.
Yep.
Which is what we like to see.
100%. So here we go, last rock here in the 7th end.
So it's got a curl. The rocks are very lively.
See if it can sit. I don't know if it's sat enough.
Oh, it's real close.
Let's see.
They're taking looks.
I don't know if they could tell. They might be bringing.
Might be a measuring stick here. I don't think it's the one to the right. I think, but those two on the left. That's gonna be.
Yeah, I can't tell for sure. So
it looks real close.
Looks like a debate going on. Maybe we're waiting for an umpire to bring our measuring stick out. So
yeah, they're pointing around. I think it's going to be a measure here. I think they're even going to measure the back one, the back left one there, the back right one. Sorry, by where Kaylee Sparks was standing.
Got some high fives. We see Reese Morrison walking around the Duke Curling Center. I can assure you it's to find a measuring stick. So,
and I think if you're Team Nagurski, you're very happy with this outcome of this end, because either way, you're stealing or you're gonna force.
Yeah.
And honestly, now it just comes down to: do you want to be down 1 with the hammer, or up 1 without the hammer?
Yeah.
So here's the umpire coming in.
They are debating. I don't see a measuring stick. So
neither do I.
Is there something else going on here? See if we can get to the bottom of it for you guys. Got more and more games wrapping up here, so see if we can get a...
Oh, the rocks.
Well, they took the yellow rocks away here, and it looks like they're moving down. We still don't know what's going on here, but I can get you guys a score check. We can't confirm. Team Halushek won 7-0. Hofstra and Henning are in a dogfight with blank ends through 5. Clark and Duncan, Team Duncan is up 4-1, but I did see some players walk off, so that game might be wrapping up. Team Schoenhart and Team Batchek 5-3 for Schoenhart, and on our women's side, the rest of the games are Team Rowan, Team DeSchiffer. That game has ended. I believe the final score last we could see was 8-2. Team Cooey was up 3-2 on Wyatt, and Team DeSorma was up on Team McMillan. I believe that game just wrapped up, so when we get some final scores we can get back to you, but those were the scores near the end here. So
not sure what happened there, but looks like it's going to be a force.
Well, yeah,
for Team Nagurski, and
saw Reese put up to 7 under 4, so looks like they got 1. So Nagurski with hammer, down 1, headed into our 8th end here.
I don't remember a time when curling wasn't a part of my life. When I wasn't putting in the sweat and hard work to be the best that I can be. Clocking in the time, the effort to practice day in, day out. Curling is more than just a game. It's a family, a community. And when it's time to play, I know I'll be ready. Hardline, supporting hundreds of our next generation athletes.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston Pizza at home.
All right, we are here for the last end here of Yurko McGriskin. Yurko up 4-3. McGriskin with hammer. Jordan with the first rocks here in our last end.
It's a very close game so far, so this is going to be a treat to watch this final end.
And now, you know, we talked about it last end, but now that we've seen the last end transpire, we see Yurko threw up a guard, and it looks like McGriskin's going with the same thing. What's your mindset if you're in the shoes of Elena Yurko or McGriskin here?
Well, if you're Yurko, you really want to get this, get a steal here. You give up one. That's a very good outcome because you go to an extra with hammer. But you really want to steal, and if you're Team McGriskin, you really you want to score. Taking one is not the worst thing because you do give yourself another chance. But try to set yourself up for getting two, for sure. Very good shots from Kendra Kosh. She has been on fire tonight, I must say. I don't think I've seen her miss really at all. Setting up Team Yurko very well every end.
If you were to pick an MVP so far from both teams, who would you pick?
I'm going to pick Kendra for sure. I don't think she's missed from what I've seen. And honestly, for Team McGriskin, I'm going to say probably Livy. I've seen her make some doubles.
The
double peel. She's just been very clutch all around. But honestly, both the teams playing great team curling.
This has been a great game to watch. So
it's looking like a nice draw in, just a little bump. That is a game winner shot right there, because now that rock is back house, perfect rock to freeze to. Like that is a great shot.
Yeah. Team McGriskin certainly, like we talked about earlier on, it's almost like the 0-2 start didn't phase them at all.
No,
right?
Not
And
at all.
they look on their game for sure today. So Team Yurko's played just as good as well. So
no, this is very close.
So first shots for Abby here in the 8th end.
Well, this is just the point of really any team can win at any time, because you have the 2-seeded Yurko and the 8-seeded McGriskin, but it's just a dogfight. Such a close game. And now McGriskin shot one, half buried, sitting really nice. She's just going to draw around here.
Would have Livy taken her first shot of the 8th end here.
They're saying it's a little heavy here.
So Elena's going to start sweeping and see if she can just get it out.
Take that one out. It's just going to sit around back 8 foot there. Definitely going to be a lot of rocks in this end. Still lots of games going on too.
Looking like this draw's a very close draw, which, I mean, that's just good to see. You want to see good curling no matter what draw. So
exactly.
So Abby with her second shot here of the 8th end.
Trying to draw in here. This point, all these shots are important. Even up to the lead.
And you just don't. You want to make sure you execute, right?
Yes.
This is kind of it, right? So.
Well, both the leads this end made both of their shots. Kendra with the nice center draw around, and then Jordan with a great corner and then a great tap back. So
here we go, Livy with her next shot. Her second shot.
I think she's just trying to draw in there. Just draw in side button. The weight looks pretty close. You just gotta go to curl it.
Let's see.
Just a little light, but a very usable rock.
Yep.
That's not.
But like we talked about, it's a mini opportunity for Team Yurko, right?
Yeah.
So
if they can get rid of this yellow without jamming,
yeah,
that's going to be a very good shot.
So now Reese will be taking her shots here in the 8th end.
And then a signal there from Elena Yurko just tapping her foot just means hack weight. Just a soft hit weight to try to get this one moving.
Got a few more games wrapping up, so but we're focused here on this one, Reese.
And this is that spot where it just curls so much.
Let's just see what happens here.
Just gets by and just bumps it. Real nice shot by Reese. That's definitely a huge momentum swing, because now she's buried perfectly and shot rock.
We could be looking at our, I guess, curling Alberta turning point.
Yes. Definitely.
So, okay, Kaylee's going to be taking her shots here, and now the discussion starts, right? You're entering, if you're McGriskin, your final 4 shots of the game potentially, right?
Yeah.
So
I don't mind this call, but you kind of want to keep this a little bit cleaner. You still want to be able to get your one.
Yeah.
And this is kind of a do or die shot. If you happen to miss this, you're going to be chasing for the whole end. So you could even peel this rock.
So Kaylee with her shot. Jordan and Livy, they're sweeping it. Jordan's sweeping a little hard out there, and let's see what happens with this rock here.
Almost there.
Almost.
She had the right line.
Yeah.
That was going to be real good. Now Yurko's just going to hit this one and just kind of roll over a little.
I think that might be what Reese is even saying. Like, you got lively rocks here. But also, we could see at some point in your last, I think, 3 shots here, I believe, Glenn Ector and Rob stepping up, right?
And for sure. I think Yurko's talking about the guard now, actually. I mean, if you guard that, the yellow, McGriskin's going to tap that yellow again. That's the call. So I think you're Yurko, you're just going to guard this. Try to prevent that tap.
So Reese with her last shot here of the 8th end. It is still not Hofstrad headed. It is McGriskin and Yurko, but this is Reese's last rock. So we are about to enter our skip stones here in our 8th end. Abby and Kendra sweeping it.
Looks very good. Team Yurko's really stepped up this end. I don't know if they've missed much at all.
No, they're there. So here we are. Now we got one more rock here from McGriskin before skip stone. So what's your call here if you're McGriskin?
Well,
because like you said, you've almost entered that turning point territory.
Yeah, you really need to get one. You need to get your one. That's what you're focusing on now. You need to get that one.
So would you say that's in these last 3? That's your goals kind of change now for this end. Is let's just get our one.
Yeah.
Take them to an extra end. As you see, there it is. There's the ECI. There's your coach interaction. So Rob's gonna come up and he's gonna talk to his skip and see if they can't turn this game back on its head. I mean, we've seen about 8 turning points this game.
For sure. Quite a few. And I think Rob's saying maybe try to peel to get rid of some of these rocks up front to hopefully leave yourself with a shot in the last end, or come in and tap that red. No, I think it's going to be the peel.
Yeah.
And this probably should have happened last on Kaylee's first rock, just to make it a little easier to get your one.
So here we go, last rock before we enter the skip stones here. Rock's been thrown, it's coming down.
It's real close.
See, it's gonna hit. Let's see what happens.
Nice throw there. Nice little double. And now that's a great shot, because now even if she guards, you can't guard both shots. You're either gonna guard the yellow, or you're gonna guard those reds.
Yeah.
And if you guard the reds, you got the tap. If you guard the yellow, you have the double. So
what's your prediction on these final, I guess, 4 rocks? What would you say we could see here?
I think Team Yurko is going to try to guard the red. That's what you want to. You want to just touch the hog line on to the right side, the side where Reese is standing, and kind of guard a bit of the yellow, a bit of the red.
Yep.
All right, or maybe they're going to come in actually. Both shots are good.
So we've seen Rob take his step, but here's the benefit of that ECI was that, they were able to speak to Glenn as well.
Yeah.
Right? So you almost get that coach interaction with Glenn.
Yeah, anyways, yeah. So
right? So
then you say, hey, if they do this, we do this.
Yes. So here we go. Elena Yurko taking her final shots here in the 8th end.
I think they're just trying to corner freeze to this a yellow one in the house. But it looks like they're a little bit light, so maybe they're just going to guard. So maybe the guard was the call the whole time. I think so. That's a very good shot.
And we're entering skip stones. Skip stones from McGriskin's. Apologies.
But now McGriskin's got a nice chance for the double here. That rock is fairly open, and you don't need to throw much weight to get it moving. You just want to open things up for yourself for your last rock.
So 8th end here, we got skip stones for McGriskin here, taking her first throw.
Trying to make some rocks go away. It's very close.
Just misses the guard, and
very nice double.
There you go. It's like he said, but it looks like that red one does kind of stick around a little bit.
It does, and red is still shot one, but it's a lot more open now.
So you got your last rock here for Elena Yurko. What's your call here, Noah? Is because you don't have hammers, so this isn't the last rock of the end. It's what are you thinking here as we see Abby come down to give her insight as well?
Well, I think the first thing is you got to look at your time and say, hey, we have time. Let's discuss this fully, right? But I'd also say, I think you kind of just you probably want to draw in there again, maybe. Or you don't want to let McGriskin have the chance for multiple.
You don't want to leave him that opportunity. And I think that's kind of been the theme of this game that we've talked about is, and there we go. There's your interaction with Glenn, because like you said, you don't want to leave McGriskin that opportunity to almost win the game.
Yeah.
Right? They could you leave them a chance here that you're not going to
you're not
extra
going to action, no. And you have the time, you have the timeout.
Exactly.
Use it,
right? Like I think we're seeing, and that's one thing I like to see from a team is, don't be afraid to just tell your coach, like, hey, we got to get your insight on here, right? So let's
Yeah, I think they're just talking about going top 4, which I do like that call. You never want to leave a double. But I think if you go top 4, that's a very good shot.
So here we go. We got last rock for Team Yurko here. So what's the play here, Noah? And do you agree with the call?
I do. They're just trying to go top 4, try to put another rock in the house, which is never a bad call.
And you're forcing McGriskin to make a shot. And I think at this point, make a shot, right?
Exactly. And I think if you can it curls so much.
Yeah.
You can just get by that top yellow corner guard there. You can easily get to the center line for sure. And bury one in there. They're just trying to block this here. Sweepers are sweeping. Weight looks really good.
It's a good shot there for Team Yurko, right?
Very nice.
They're in I think good shape here, like we said. You're forcing McGriskin to make a shot here, so
very nice throw.
And McGriskin already knows they're ready. So
McGriskin knows I think they're just gonna play this tap, this angle tap on this yellow, and you have a decent amount of room. You can always tap it onto that red that Elena just threw. So
last rock here in the 8th end. McGriskin trying to tie it up or even potentially. I think they're just looking to tie it.
I think they're just looking to tie, yeah.
Take us to an extra end. So.
Yeah. And a lot of spectators, as you can probably see.
Yeah, crowd's filling in. I mean, the games are wrapping up. I mean, Noah, I don't mean to toot our own horn. I think they're listening to our commentary.
I think so too.
I think that's why the crowds.
For sure.
We might be asking. People might ask for our autographs. So.
I hope so. I mean, they wouldn't. They should.
No, 100% they should. So here we go. Last rock here. Just taps that yellow one.
Very close.
Very close, and that's
super close game. That's the end there.
And that's the game there. So Team Yurko's going to take it, move to 3-0 on the competition, and I'll credit where credit's due. I don't think McGriskin was out of it at all.
No.
Right? They're going to move to 0-3, but they were in it.
It was a very close game.
From end one to end to the last end. So that's going to wrap that up. And, we're going to have let's give you a score update of the other sheets here. It looks like that looks like the last sheet. That was the last sheet for the draw. So, a very, very close game from start to finish. We said there were turning points throughout, but other teams were cashing in, right? So, I mean, I guess we'll leave them with let's name some MVPs for the game. Let's go with who are your 2 MVPs, one from each team.
I think Kendra is definitely the MVP. I didn't see her miss. And then for Team McGriskin, honestly, the whole team played really well. It's really tough to pick, but I would probably say Livy for the doubles that she made, because you don't make those doubles. Yep. And Yurko's in a great place.
Yep. So that's going to be, I think I'm going to have to agree with you here on the MVPs of those games. I think one for me was the communication of Team McGriskin from start to finish.
Sure.
Right.
That's an MVP right there.
Right. And I'm going to give my MVP to Team Yurko's team handshake. I don't know what was going on. I'm going to get to the bottom of it, but you could tell the team vibes were there. So the final score is going to be 6-3 for Team Yurko, and that's going to do it for me and Noah here. If you want to catch the rest of the streams, each draw and each game is streamed on Curling Alberta's YouTube and Curling Stadium and Curling Zone. So find your team, find your sheet, follow every Curling Alberta, Curling Stadium, Curling Zone on social media, and have a good night. Thank you for listening.
Handcrafted in Canada, Hardlines Ice Pad has revolutionized curling for over a decade. Engineered with top-tier precision and durability, it is backed by an unmatched 10-year warranty. Designed for curlers at all levels to sweep effortlessly with maximum efficiency, it is trusted by the world's best curlers, including Olympic and world champions. It is quite simply the best brew in the game. Hardline. Join the revolution.
So you're a pizza person, but you're married to a wing person, and your kids are salad people? You can't pick your fam, but with over 50 menu items to choose from, you can make them all happy. Order today and enjoy Boston pizza at home.
Curling Alberta's 50-50 supports grassroots curling with a jackpot of at least $100,000. I know! Brace yourself. Join us aged 18 plus in nurturing these future curling stars. Support grassroots curling with Curling Alberta.